Elon Musk, the world's richest man, is asking for more money. He's trying to raise cash for SpaceX by listing it on a public stock exchange. It means anyone could own part of the rocket company, and he could become the world's first ever trillionaire, with a T. I'm a business and tech journalist at Sky News, and I've been going through this 400-page legal document, so you don't have to. But before we get into the detail of what he could possibly need so much money for, let's start with what's not in the doc, and that's how much money we're actually talking about here. Reports suggest Elon Musk wants SpaceX to achieve a valuation of $2 trillion US. That would put SpaceX into the top 10 biggest public companies in the world. And to do that, it's reported he would list 3.75% of the company, which would bring in roughly $75 billion in proceeds. That's 3 times the current record holder for stock market listings, Saudi Aramco. And it's more than the proceeds of all 374 listings that happened in the US last year taken together. So what does he need the money for?
Liftoff. Go Falcon. Go.
You probably know SpaceX as the company that has revolutionized the space industry by making rockets reusable. In fact, they've now successfully demonstrated that a Falcon 9 first-stage booster can be flown 34 times. And that has brought launch costs down dramatically, from around 18,500 per kilogram to 2,700 per kilogram for the Falcon 9. That's an 85% reduction, and it's even less now for the Falcon Heavy. It has boosted SpaceX to a dominant market position, carrying more than 80% of all mass launched to orbit globally last year. So you'd think that the vast majority of revenue would come from these launches. Well, you'd be wrong. This document actually shows that the vast majority of revenue comes from what's on the rockets, Starlink satellites, which have provided internet to 10 million subscribers. And then there's a third bucket that you might not know about, and that's what this IPO is all about. Because earlier this year, Elon Musk combined SpaceX with his other company, XAI, which includes Grok and X, formerly Twitter. It's all part of his bigger plan.
The overall goal of my companies is to maximize the future of civilization, like basically maximize the probability that civilization has a great future.
And in his view, the first step for that is AI data centers in space.
Like to even use a millionth of a percent of the sun's energy, you really have to use solar power in deep space.
You also don't need to worry about angry neighbors, environmental regulations, or costly cooling systems. Space is very cold. But it's a vision that requires a lot of cash, and that's where the public offering comes in. So why now? Well, there's a lot of momentum around AI in stock markets, and SpaceX isn't the only company wanting to ride the wave. AI chip company Cerebras went public last week, and shares jumped 68% on day one. OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, is reportedly preparing its own IPO, possibly ahead of Anthropic, also this year. So what are the risks? SpaceX's trillion-dollar bet has one big problem. Even though launch costs have already come down so much, they would need to come down even further for it to make economic sense to have data centers in space. And that relies on SpaceX getting its biggest rocket off the ground, Starship. It's a massive undertaking which has been plagued by delays and is still a way off becoming operational. But if there's one thing to take away, let it be this. The big risk might not be the tech, but who controls it. Musk has structured this deal so that he gets 10 times the voting power than anyone else, meaning he keeps absolute control over the future of the company. So if you do end up buying into the biggest initial public offering in human history, you're not just betting on AI or rockets, you're mainly betting on Elon Musk.
Everybody has their narrative, just like the same with this news and everything about space IPO, cloud, OpenAI. Everybody just wants to get a stock, right? You can also create your own stock. It's just a matter of time and how you can be able to regulate it and put it into third-party sector. So a lot of regulation will go from it, okay? But one of two things you guys need to know. Are they making money from it? Yes, they want to make money from it. Are they going to lose money from it? I don't think so. You as the retailer, are you going to make money from it? Yes, you are going to make money from it. And some retailers, are you going to lose money from it? And yes, you are going to lose money from it. This all comes down to getting one step ahead of them, okay? If you want to get one step ahead of them, start following up with what they are doing, what they are researching about. And this will bring down to your notice that a lot of people don't know much about the financial sector or into stocks. Start preparing yourself into stock era and AI era. So once you get in your skill completely, you can start blazing the market like Thanos. See you soon on my next video. Peace out.